me just kill a few people so I can get in advance, huh?
No.
Yeah. Hey,
That's not going to
I've already-
save you from the extra paperwork.
I've
Well,
already
that's
got
not
an
protected,
open
that's-
regard slot, and it's for Tatiana.
Oh, by the way, out of just this might be reflected in my choice, but at the beginning of this session, I changed my regard slot from the plane to I respect Sonia the most.
Okay. All right. Excellent.
Shit! All right, son.
All right. So, Squadron Commander.
Okay, we will be doing Mission F. So, Squadron, we will be conducting a supply drop to the Malala Zemlya beach near Novorossiysk.
I've taken
By the Soviet naval infantry. This will be a very dangerous mission. Unfortunately, supplies cannot wait until night. We will be dropping them during the day, which means we will surely be fired upon by German forces. So
Okay.
basically, everyone. Oh, unfortunately, due to unforeseen hostility on the base, we are lacking a sixth member of the squadron. That plane will be retired for this mission. What was
When you
the...
say that, Katya Kurmalenkov is like, that's bullshit! I can go on the air without that bitch Natalia. Put me
Katya.
in, coach. I'm ready to own.
What's her name? See to Nazina's safety. See that she makes a speedy recovery. That is one thing that you can do, right? As a, you can actually abstain from a mission to help someone.
Yep.
So she will need all the attention she can get to be in the air by tomorrow. Sit this one out and ensure the safety of our squadron. Basically, I'm telling the NPC to go.
Yep. I got it.
To go fuck yourself.
Not go fuck himself.
Just kidding.
So here's the thing: is like we can't. I already know this mission's probably going to go bad for everyone, and I'm probably saving this NPC's life right now. Not that that fulfills any checkboxes or anything.
You're good.
I love how you said that like so Sunday. You're like, not that I like you or anything.
Gosh.
All
Yeah.
right. So who do you assign into what planes?
Okay,
have 3 planes
so
now?
I promised Seraphima the ability to do an attack run. So this is the way that this is going to go. Seraphima is going to be in the lead aircraft as pilot, chief pilot.
Don't you fucking put me with those characters.
Since I actually have an open regard slot with you, I will be with you. So Sonia and I will be on the backup airplane, probably tail 187.
Yeah.
Sonia will be pilot, I will be navigator, and Ileana will be navigator for the lead aircraft. There's
pretty
no
knowing how
wayfinder role, so do I actually have to designate
Nope.
a lead way? So all three of us have Vedamaya moves?
Except for the person who's designated as chief bomber, which is who?
Seraphima is chief bomber.
Okay.
God, if you two like manage to kill each other by just being like aggressive and not being able to land, I'll just like.
So Sonia, just so Sonia knows, if the lead bombing run fails, you will have the opportunity to bomb, or I say bomb, airdrop supplies.
Bomb our teammates with supplies.
Bomb the Naval Logistics Center, yes.
I think it's
probably
probably
the first time in Russian history.
So, to be clear, does anyone have regard with the plane that they're currently in?
I have regard with Sonia, which I
That-
think
no.
is
Nope. Only on rolls toward her.
but I'm currently doing
No.
rolls on behalf of her.
Nope.
So in the rulebook, it says specifically that it lists 3 different situations where they say it does not stack. Namely, if you have regard for the plane that you're in, if you have regard for the co-pilot, and some other regard. So I assume that means
it literally says regard is always +1 and doesn't stack. If you have regard for the pilot, the navigator, and the plane they are in, you still enjoy only +1 going on, not a +3.
yeah. So I think that means I get
Sounds
+1 because I'm in the
yeah.
same plane.
Sounds like any 3 of those would give a +1, or any combination of all 3.
Yeah, but you can't have like a plane you love and a pilot you love
Can't just love everything, man.
Can't stack.
Can't
Gotta
do
love
that.
everything equally. So that's why I actually changed
It
my
literally says, mechanically, you have a +1 ongoing for any move directed at a person. So, unless you're literally dropping Dave out of the aircraft, then no.
Okay.
May happen.
If that's the case, then I will keep my regard for the aircraft.
Okay. And which one is that?
I think it's already. I guess it can be 187 now.
Okay.
So
'Cause you can change it, right? So
well, I can change it at the beginning, and I changed it under the assumption that if I flew with you, that I would have that regard bonus.
Yeah.
Oh well.
Sorry for party rocking.
We're dropping a payload, so attack run is the same. It's an attack run, basically, right? Yes, we have to drop.
Yep.
for glorious Mother Russia, take these supplies.
Chocolate right on top of head.
Okay, so I just want to be clear before we do the takeoff sequence. Ileana, Sonia, and Tatiana are all taking Vedamaya, and Serafina is the lead bomber.
Yes, that is correct.
Okay.
And all of us who are flying the mission have to make enemy fire.
Yep. And who makes the enemy fire? That's the
Navigator.
Navigator. Okay, so yeah, like with really, really tense looks, the regimental armors are like loading the bombs up on your planes. And Sergeant Katieva comes over, like rolling up her sleeves, got her American cigar sticking out her mouth, and she's just like, "Good luck." And, you know, we get that highway to the danger zone starts off, and you're like, your really slow propeller planes are flying through the air. We get some dramatic scenes where, you know, you take off and the target is just so huge and so obvious. It's pretty easy to just fly there, no problem. It's right on the coast.
But it's still like really awesome music, obviously.
Yep. And so your bomb containers are loaded with, you know, like AK-47s and ammunition and mines and
We
all
have
that good stuff.
AK-47s at this point in the war.
Okay,
Wow.
you know,
Time travel.
I'm idiomatic, okay?
Some manner of Soviet rifle
I'd imagine
that
that
we're
was a
giving
fly
to the
drop.
naval infantry.
So which one of your planes is going in first against the
Oh,
enemy
sorry,
fire?
sorry.
Because you're flying in the daylight, you see that there's that yellow-tailed FW-190 has broken through the lines and is heading towards you guys. There's anti-aircraft fire,
Yep.
flak
So
all
Tatiana
over the
will
place.
forge her craft on ahead first.
Okay.
Don't fucking
so-
kill us, bro.
Yeah, so I mean, like, you're approaching, you know, you've got your scarf waving in the wind behind you, and the air around you is literally just fire.
Yep.
Fire everywhere.
So this is at +1 because I have regard for 187.
All right.
And so I have a 9. I will be taking 1 mission pool to make that a 10 and avoid all enemy fire.
There you go, girl.
Nice
Okay.
roll.
And you're gonna need the same for me. 11.
11 luck avoids all enemy fire.
Okay, it's
Okay, so tell me how you guys avoid this incoming enemy fire so completely.
Fly straight, and the Germans are terrible at shooting.
Yeah, we're like bet.
It's like
Literally, our
they're like,
planes
"Come on!" It's like,
to a bit of a dip. And all of the shells explode where our plane would have been if we had functional airplanes.
They don't know the whole like aim in front thing yet. They haven't figured it out.
No, here's exactly what happens, right? Tatiana's like, move over there, and I'm like, what? And then like a thing explodes over there, and she's like,
They're like, no, over there. Boom. No, just keep going straight. Straight's fine.
in my mind, it's like we're flying as fast as we can, and they're like, shoot 200 meters in front of their plane. That'll hit them. And our planes are so slow that it's just like always in front of us.
They're trailing in front of us with their
They're
gunfire.
just like in front of us, and they're like, "What the hell? This usually works on Soviet planes." And we were just like, "I don't know."
All right, so now I need attack runs from the pilots.
All right.
Actually, yeah, the chief bomber goes first.
Boom.
All right, what consequence are you going to take?
Oh, I always get one, huh?
Yep.
So night move.
Night move at day.
how many? We've got 5 mission pool left, right?
Yeah,
Yep.
we do.
Yep. which is nice.
Pretty sweet. Okay, yeah. So these rolls have been pretty great. Wait, damage to the target doesn't even make sense, so I can't choose that. All right.
Well,
that means
you could have like airdropped your.
Yeah, that means that you just airdropped your bombs into the water. Those infantry aren't going to get their guns and their chocolate.
Yeah. Or you airdrop your supplies to the Germans. If it's
Oh man, that would be
Take a
even
mark,
better, wouldn't
or
it?
do we want to fly through more flak? I think we'll take the highway to the danger zone and
You're going
just
to fly into the flak?
continue into the flak storm.
Yeah, you just keep flying straight. Okay, I guess your pilot or your
What a
navigator
fucking
needs to make an
navigator.
enemy fire again.
What a
I
fucking...
have put highway
So-
to the danger zone back on.
Ileana, don't you have +3 luck?
Mhm.
Did you say you have +3 luck?
Yeah.
So your roll 20 has.
Yeah, your roll 20 needs to be updated, man.
Yeah.
Oh,
Oh,
wait, no.
it is now. Yeah.
That's super weird. Yeah.
Okay.
These rolls.
I'm
Yep.
gonna go. I'm gonna also drop in, Arthur.
All right. Yeah. So you slip in behind them. Your little plane does a barrel roll as you line up into a straight bombing run. Let's see it.
Jesus.
These fucking rolls.
What the hell, man?
Perfect. That's a 6 and a 6 and a 3.
Good job, Dave. Good job. You make Mother Russia proud.
Yeah, you guys drop supplies all over the place.
It's like there's a truck, right? And then like everyone's running out to grab the supplies to load it up. I just fly it straight into the truck.
Yeah, it just
It
like
literally lands in the back of the truck.
they just drive off.
Oh shit! So I still pick one, right?
So I think what happens is like you fly low enough that the guys can see you, and one of the Russian soldiers like sees you flying past, and he's like, "I think I'm in love."
I
The
give him
perfect hair in the wind.
I give him a cheeky smile because he can see it, right? So there
Of
we
course, this is
Cheap.
television.
go. So yeah, drop off my fucking payload straight into the back of the truck. Whoop whoop. And I guess I have to pick one then.
Yep.
So let's go with
Remember,
Maybe
we
you
still
should
have 5
endure
mission
enemy fire.
points, So I think it's actually impossible for us not to avoid the enemy fire at this. Like if you
Yeah.
if you
I
chose
mean-
it.
Okay, yeah, I mean, we can just keep flying straight for so long without them hitting us. I just keep going.
Yeah, all right. If you feel game doing that, we still have 5 thing left, right?
Yeah.
So,
I cannot fail.
all right, that's what we do. We'll take enemy fire.
Okay, go ahead and roll it.
Oh my god, these fucking rolls!
12 on the
Yep.
enemy fire.
All that happens is you just fly out over the ocean. All these German fighter planes are trying to come after you, and all the German like flak is chasing them off because they're like coming in for these attack runs. The flak is all around you guys, and the guy in the yellow tail is like, "Raus, raus, ah, attention!" and like starts diving. And he's like, "Ah!" Gotta do the the Star Trek shake. Ah, ah.
I like it.
I feel like at some point during Deep Black, we're gonna have to do that. Do like the Star Trek shake and have
Everyone?
everybody be like, "Oh no, we're taking fire!"
A red shirt just like flips over dramatically in the background, sort of thing. Yeah.
Worf gets punched in the face.
Bad security expert, that guy.
We got Thor
Yeah,
back?
you turn
I'm
around,
back.
you go back to base, you land with no problem.
Damn right we do.
Damn right we
Damn.
landed.
Everybody advances.
Oh, really? That was an advance?
Wow.
That was an
Okay.
advanced mission, yeah.
Funny.
That was unexpectedly good.
We're not going to enjoy that much mission pool on the future missions because we're going to get buried in harm. Speaking of,
Yeah.
So yeah, speaking of, you have a debriefing with Regimental Politruk Olga I. Bersukova, the bear. No, wait, she's not the bear. The bear actually got promoted at colonel. Yeah, so she just shows up and is like, "I understand your mission went very well.
Yes, that is correct.
Captain.
You successfully delivered the supplies to the Soviet naval infantry. They will be able to wage a very fine war in the German position.
I'm interested as to why you need to write all these reports, Captain. You seem to be requisitioning an unusual number of supplies for your section.
I would point out that I requisition the supplies necessary to ensure the defeat of the Germans.
Well, let me tell you something. The NKVD is very displeased with this paperwork war that you have had with Colonel Fedlateral. So I will say this. You can keep filling out all of your paperwork, and as long as you complete all of your missions successfully, nothing bad will happen. But as soon as the top stops spinning, little girl, well, we have a nice hotel room waiting for you. Good luck.
I appreciate the warning. I will ensure that no failure becomes this squadron's missions.
Captain, you're dismissed. I wish to speak with the rest of your squadron.
Thank you, Captain. Or Captain? Or Major?
Captain.
Captain. Thank you, Captain. And Tatiana goes off.
So, Captain Barsukova looks over the rest of you and is like, is there anything any of you would like to tell me about this mission? Any complaints you'd like to register?
Did someone complain about us, sir?
Should someone have complained about you?
I don't
We did it
understand why-
perfectly.
I'm
I
like,
don't understand why anyone would complain. That was...
I was like,
Who could
one of
possibly-
the drops went directly into the back of their truck, like directly into the truck. I swear to God.
Maybe they want.
I think he's giving someone the opportunity to rat on the fellow officers.
Yeah. Yeah, and I'm not saying anything other than I actually just sing the praise of was it Sonia that dropped it?
Are you still a zealot?
No, I switched to misanthrope.
Oh, of course, yeah. So she's still expecting you to say something, and she's like, Junior Lieutenant Demidov, you don't have anything to add?
Like, when nothing goes wrong, what can I say badly?
I'm very disappointed in you, Junior Lieutenant. In the past, you always had so much to say. You were, how do the Americans put it, singing like a canary?
Like, canaries.
No, it's fine. You're dismissed. All of you, get the hell out of my office.
Thank God I didn't have a good canary line at all. And I turn and walk.
What's a canary?
Wait, are we debriefing her in her office?
Yes.
Okay. That's the regimental Politruk, is that right?
Yep.
Okay.
You're like, oh man, gotta take down the NKVD.
Arthur,
Anyone
would
who
I-
stands in my path has to be taken down. I love how you become this political juggernaut.
Yeah, it's pretty good. I really like how you dealt with Seraphima with like it really fit in with your like, look, I just have to fucking work with the fucking people I have and kill fucking Germans. Like get shit delivered and get it done, and this is so fucking irritating. But then
So-
like being really professional and like a general or like a leader.
Well, so like my entire plan with you was Pitbull's always going to bite. At least turn it towards my enemies, right?
Right.
Like that was the whole notion. Is like, can I get Seraphima to actually go after the people I don't like, and then free up my cycles to do meaningful shit.
All right. So, what advances are you guys taking?
I'm tossing up between a deepening ties and a metal, but I don't know if the metal will do anything. So I'm probably just going to go with deepening ties.
Okay.
And I don't know what I would do if I'm gonna have to go with anything. So can I deepening ties with the captain, the guy
Which
captain?
Yeah, Galunov, sure.
Yeah, and
You're opening your regard slot toward him then.
well, I'm thinking about it
Okay.
because on the reach out it helps, right?
Yes, it gives you a +1. What about the rest of you? Because everyone got advances.
Yeah.
I'm
Like,
going to be opening
wow.
up the regard slot with Seraphima, actually. I'll have to think up an adjective, and I'll get back to you on that.
Okay.
And I think I might take androgynous. You can act up by acting like a man, not a hooligan, using plus guts. Does that mean I can just like sock someone in the face?
Yeah,
I
you can
think
get
that-
drunk and drag people
I think
by
that
their
as a
hair.
man, it shouldn't be hard for you to figure out what being like
Yeah.
a man is.
I mean, I don't normally punch people in the face, but if I got real pissed off, it would come to blows eventually.
And which book is that in?
That's
Pigeon.
pigeon. Yeah. Hmm.
Oh, excellent.
Hmm.
I think you've seen how the men have acted so far, so
Yeah.
Is that so you're dead set on taking that?
Yeah, misanthrope and androgynous sounds like a fun play for the last couple sessions, I think.
Okay.
I thought up an adjective, by the way. I
Yes.
avoid Seraphima the most.
Really?
That's a verb, not an adjective.
You're right. I resent Seraphima. Let's go with that.
Yeah,
I thought
that
you
works.
were on her side now. What an interesting and complex relationship
An
you
ally
have.
does not necessarily mean I like Seraphima. Like, she has made demands of me. She's threatened me with blackmail. She's been a pain in my ass the entire session. I'm working with her because I have to, because otherwise we're all going to die otherwise. But god damn it, Seraphima has been a real pain.
Pretty much the worst.
Yes.
All right. I actually know what I'm going to take, Arthur. I'm going to
Yep.
take Harsh Lessons and Dark Bargain.
Okay. You're erasing death or whatever?
No, you can elect to be marked in order to remove all harm from yourself or another.
Yep. Okay. Excellent.
As a protector, I feel like that's a really good one to take.
That is-
Ileana, what are you taking?
I'm wondering whether or not just being alive this long warrants.
A medal.
No,
Being awake this long, you get a
Not
pin.
crashing deserves a
added responsibility, as in a rank up.
Okay.
Because I can't really think of any move I want to take. I don't really think I deserve a medal, but
So you want to become a lieutenant?
sounds like why not? It's the only thing I can think of, basically, and the reasoning behind it just a simple, you've been alive a long time. Yes. Here you go. Here's a medal.
Look, she's breathing.
I mean, honestly, that's how the Soviet army could work at times. So,
Okay.
at least that's my reasoning, anyway.
All right. So if you take one action, you take one harm. If you take 4 actions, you take 2 harm. Everyone but Seraphina automatically takes 1 harm.
If you take one action.
No, just period. Because you've all been assigned staff jobs, so you've taken an action.
So just
Oh,
take
well,
no-
yeah. Oh, yeah. If you take more than 1 action, so yes, that's right. You're
so
correct.
if you take an action, you take a harm.
No, if you take more than 1 action, you take a harm. I said
So what
it
happens
wrong.
if I don't do my staff job?
Sure. That sounds like
we'll
the
just
perfect
kick you off
grounds
the
for the
show,
AKVD
actually.
to start investigating you. I want to point out that in the Russian Air Army, they never demote you. They just ship you out to a labor camp. You'll
Okay.
keep your
well,
rank, but you'll be in charge of the shittiest, filthiest prisoners ever, and you'll be one of them.
All right, I'm just going to do my job then. I'm not going to do anything else.
Okay? What about the rest of you?
Well, let's see. Tatiana has already taken 1 harm automatically.
No. Yeah, I was wrong
Actually,
about that.
Oh,
If you
she
take an
picked-
action, so if you take more than 1 action, you take a harm. If you take more than 4 actions, you take a harm.
Yeah, because he needs to take 2.
So-
And
Yeah,
begin.
you've already taken 1 action just by doing your staff job.
didn't you
so
say?
wait, Tatiana did not take a harm. Is that correct?
That's correct.
Okay.
Not yet.
Didn't he have like?
Wait,
2
you have to
things?
take 2 actions though, right? Because you're
Yeah.
squadron commander.
Yeah,
and
yeah,
you're yes, so you do take a harm.
Okay.
So I am going to reach out to Tatiana as my second move, and talk to her about the last mission and how happy I am about coming back from a mission without having to go to the hospital for the first time in about a year.
This is a very good
So
sign.
what's the significant
You managed
new
to
truth
survive
here?
a mission without killing anyone. I'm very pleased with your performance.
What's the new truth?
This is
I
actually a
honestly-
competent pilot.
The new truth. I honestly thought we were. And I suppose I wonder if that's a new truth. Actually, though, the fact that Ilyana expected to die during that mission.
That's not real. That's pretty weak, man.
I mean, yeah.
I don't know. I think it's amazing because you're the chief navigator. You expected to die. Now you're assigned to keeping her squadron flying in the correct direction.
So does Ilyana always have to do the navigation rolls now?
No.
Okay.
She just spends her paperwork time getting maps ready for all of your pilots.
Okay.
Yeah, and I figured also with that position, I should probably get a rank up and put my skill to at least +1, so I don't suck as much at navigating. That's skill.
Don't your navigating rolls have like? Oh wait, no, you have it on attack runs, don't you?
Yeah, there's no way to change that around once I've picked it, is there?
No.
No.
Nope.
So
make your reach out roll.
So is that a good enough significant new truth?
Yep. It's a horrifying truth, actually.
I'm actually very incompetent at my job. Thanks for it, by the way. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, the fact
You'll
that
notice that Tatiana made you navigator for a mission in which you did not have to navigate.
Oh.
Yeah, I mean, I'd basically tell her that, I honestly thought I was going to screw it up, and I'm really happy I didn't. I'm really unsure about myself still.
Junior Lieutenant Zarkova, that makes 2 of us. Thank you for not killing anyone.
And I'm going to remove a harm from both of us.
Okay.
For lightening the mood, so to speak.
So, am I correct in assuming that since Tatiana has to take 2 actions, there's literally no point in not taking another 2?
Yep.
Pretty much.
No. Okay. So, and what is the upper limit for 3 harm incurred in a day, out of curiosity?
Every action you take after 4 gives you another harm.
Okay.
That's...
So you can have 1 more action? Is that what it is?
Well, so I think the thing that I'm getting at is I can take 2 actions and incur 1 harm. If I take 3 actions, I take 2 harm. 4 actions, 3 harm, and I'm in the hospital.
Yep.
Okay. So I'm back down to 0, which means...
By the way, guys, just because I can heal you doesn't mean
you will.
To fucking heal you because you fucking throw your body against paperwork. I'm just gonna put that out there right now.
I still have 1 harm, right?
Yes.
Because we.
No, wait, no, you haven't taken. So, but that was my mistake. Neither.
No. I have 1 from yesterday.
Oh yeah, well that hasn't healed then because you have to sleep, which you can't because you're doing paperwork.
I'm not doing paperwork. I'm sleeping it off.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, you could just sleep it off.
Yeah, so I'm just gonna sleep it off. That's what I'll do today.
Sleep it off. Sleep it off.
Does Sonia have any way to generate mission pool?
I can reach out to my captain buddy.
Captain Buddy.
Captain Buddy. But I'm
Captain
gonna be
Buddy here.
If I pass that and I don't get a 10, I'm just gonna take the harm off myself. So.
Okay. So.
Well.
All right. So this is what's gonna happen. Tatiana is gonna reach out to Sonia.
Okay.
And
Sonia hasn't taken the harm yet, though.
Oh, that's true. I mean, would you... Well, I guess that influences our decision as to whether or not we continue taking actions, doesn't it? So I'd have to do it after we incur the harm.
All Sonia's doing today, and, whatever I'm not going to, meta game, whatever, but all she's doing today is her assigned duty and then going to sleep.
Okay.
She doesn't...
At this point in the campaign, being like, I'm not going to metagame.
Okay. So Tatiana's going to write a report, as she often does. She changes the accepted truth of the situation, and she gains a mission pool.
Okay.
The accepted truth of the situation that she's going to change is that Colonel Fedotral was actually conspiring with his son to undermine the reputation.
Are
of
you
the
marking him?
No,
or
no,
are
no.
you
Just changing it because remember they threatened me that with my paperwork that that I was leading a campaign against them. So
Yep.
I'm basically
Couldn't just
providing.
change the-
So look at it this way: I'm just providing top cover, political top cover for changing the accepted truth of the situation.
I love, so they're like, stop writing paperwork about it. The first thing you do is immediately write
Write
paperwork about
Write
it.
paperwork that makes it so you can write paperwork.
And I had a mission pool.
Yep.
And
Have a
another
mission
one.
pool of one.
Jeez.
I can just imagine, right?
Hold
There's
on.
some guy somewhere else, right? He's sitting there, he's like, he drops his pen, he's like, oh, thank God I'm done for the day. Someone comes up and goes, with this massive stack of paperwork, and on the front it just says Tatiana. And he's just like, ah!
So I
I
have a,
sometimes imagine that there's a lot of Full Metal Alchemist in this. Like, what was his name? Brigadier General Hughes?
Yeah, Hughes.
Yeah, he was always doing paperwork too in Central.
Yep.
so she can change the like official outlook on any situation, not just like a mission, like
That's true. Yes.
right?
Yeah.
So you could change the like outlook to like Petrovna doesn't write very many reports.
Petrovna should write
That's
more
actually a
reports.
fantastic idea. So
you'd have to
this
do that
second
one every
report-
couple days.
Second report, I add one to the mission pool by re-requesting life vests to save Soviet soldiers trapped in the water. And I also changed the accepted truth of the situation by renumbering my reports. So it's like something way lower, so it looks like I've been writing far fewer reports. And I submit it. So this is now report number 11 out of the past like 24 months, as opposed to like 135.
So they open up the filing cabinet with all your stuff in it, right? And then like 1 through like 50 is like this thick. And then the ones after it are like this because you just like started layering the first ones again.
So,
Awesome.
instead of what you asked for, you end up getting a bunch of spare Soviet grain
Okay.
for more food. And a package of fresh vegetables, like a pallet full of fresh veggies.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah, instead of
Are there-
life vests.
Are there any like gourds or anything that would be like floatable to like hold
Giant
a
tomato.
pumpkin or
You
something?
know what? There's probably pumpkins. Yeah, I was going to say
Yeah.
pumpkin before you
Look,
said
look,
it.
I think the pallets are probably better. I mean, those things float.
No,
but
I have.
Honestly, thinking about it, guys, I think if our planes crashed, I think the wings would do pretty well as flotation devices. It's literally,
Yeah.
I don't know. It's cloth wings. That stuff gets waterlogged awful quick.
Yeah, you know what? You're probably right there. You are probably right.
I have
Okay.
two more things that I would like to do.
Okay.
I would once again like to reach out to Tatiana
All right.
and
Love is in a
and-
moment.
because I like Mission Pool and I like not dying. And I also have a story related to this, so it's even better. That I'm going to talk to Tatiana again, tell her about my worries and upcoming things, and as I'm drawing up the maps and stuff for the next mission to try and go over them with her and try and learn from the experience that she and the rest of the crew have gotten whilst I've been sleeping it off, so to speak, to try and sort of regain a little bit of confidence by we're both at the office basically doing paperwork, get her to see if she can help me with the maps and tell me of stuff. I can't think of anything better than that. So
What's the
I
significant truth?
Yeah.
the significant truth being that I really do want to do better. I do not wish to cause any more loss of life. I already feel guilty about stuff.
I think
That's
you,
that.
Hey, can I
think
offer
you've already
an
told us that,
ultimatum?
though.
Can I offer an ultimatum here? you actually don't know anything about maps, and that you're coming to her so that she can do them
Yeah.
for you.
You thought you were gonna die because you have no idea what the fuck you're doing.
I
And you're like, oh, I'm really stressed out. Like, whew, so much paperwork. You don't understand. I was wondering if you could give me a few pointers. And then Tatiana's the type of person. She's like, oh yeah, just do this, and this. And she ends up doing the work for you. And you're just like, thanks, you really helped me out. Yeah, no, thank you.
Yeah, but Ileana's I think at this moment still too timid to try and pull one over on her. She'd probably literally just sort of like, I don't know what I'm doing. Can you help me?
Okay, so are you removing harm or are you adding to the mission pool?
Adding to the mission pool,
Okay.
and then I'm going to eyeball the situation by looking at the maps, looking at what we're going to be doing tonight, and try and see if I can figure out some sort of brilliant way of doing it.
Okay, roll it up.
That's just a
So
straight
eyeballing
2d6.
allows you to do that?
Yeah, you can look at a situation.
Just looking
So
at the
I
maps.
was under the
looking at
impression
what
that
we're doing.
eyeballing wouldn't let you do a bonus on night move. Is that
Yeah,
right?
that's what I was thinking.
It's not going to, no.
Okay.
Oh, it's not.
Nope.
Oh.
No. So, like, for example, if you did the eyeball first and then you did the reach out, you would get a +1 on the reach out.
Yes.
But
Okay.
not the other way around.
Let's. Because I can. Let's. Let me find that again. I closed it because I had all my things prepared, and then. Doopy doopy doop. Yeah, it has to. Eyeballing can only affect day moves.
Yep.
Okay, so. I don't suppose I can. No, I'm not going to try and work around the system by saying what am I overlooking while going over the plans for tonight to try and get a book.
Yeah, you'll have a bonus until that night.
Yep.
Yeah.
Uh,
So, for example, like...
So let me ask, you really want to eyeball something, but what's the reason? Like, I don't really know why you're trying to eyeball stuff if you...
Oh,
I was just looking for. I want to. Ileana, is super worried about what's coming up, and she wanted to try and spend some extra time looking over things to.
Well, that's probably part of doing your job as
So
chief navigator.
you can
Yeah.
also eyeball to like get kind of Tatiana's inner thoughts too.
Yes.
Like you can also ask questions that would not otherwise come up in conversation. And
How do I
out
do
of character
my
for you to
job?
ask? So like you can use it as a story element as well.
I'm wondering what can I do to help. What can I do to help Tatiana? Because
Okay, then roll to eyeball it.
Reach
I-
out and remove my harm.
I apparently am not sure.
So
Or
what's your question?
I'm trying to figure out how I can help Tatiana. And failing.
Arthur, how would you say that he can help Tatiana?
I know exactly how he can help Tatiana. The only way you're going to be able to help Tatiana, Ileana Zerkova, is if you take command of the section and just do your best to take command of the entire regiment. Obviously, Tatiana's being crushed under the weight of this paperwork, and you're going to have to relieve the burden from her shoulders like Atlas. That's the only way to help her, from what you can see.
Oh,
And-
You're just going to have to rise in
maybe-
rank and just take her position from her to help ensure that her mental sanity doesn't break.
Like mine kind of has. Yes.
Yeah.
I
So I
know
think
how
that's
I
a-
can help
that's an
this one
interesting
person
place to go on
by
break.
being in charge of everyone.
Yeah.
I was thinking more like just sharpening pencils maybe for you. Is that cool? I mean,
I was
can
thinking
something.
pencils.
I feel like Ileana has just glimpsed like a completely incorrect insight into what the problem here is. And
Exactly what happened.
she's like, I know how
you know,
I
I
can
get that-
solve this.
I'm not the problem. The world is the problem. Oh my
Yeah.
god! The entire Russia army is the problem. I can fix it.
All right, guys.
Well-
So we're gonna take a break here because we're way past time. So we'll be back in about 9 minutes. Follow, like, subscribe, check Facebook, click all the buttons, look at the schedule, shows happening, all that stuff.
Click on me.